So I love fires and keeps us warm.
Hey,
You know,
hey, fire's cool. No matter what people say, you're a psychopath. I love watching fire. I just think it's cool.
dude. Yeah.
Besides not getting the ashes and smoke in your eyes.
Right, right, right,
That
right.
was a
Dude,
horrible
watching
beach
fire.
day.
It was
It was
so.
so windy.
Dude, it wasn't even a horrible beach day. What are you talking about? It
When
was
when the
fine.
fire lit, it was well. I always seem to have been sitting in the wrong spot when the wind came.
I had the right spot,
I had the
bro. I
worst
had the
spot. Every
perfect
time I
spot.
would move, the wind would change with me, and it just end up back in my eyes.
There was this time when I was in Isla Vista, and we had this beach bonfire at night, and I was the only one getting blasted,
Yeah,
blasted
that was
by the
me. That
smoke,
was me that night.
getting blasted by the smoke, dude. And there's this old like adage. It's just like "se presa la fust," in Hungarian. That's at least how they say it, and that means like the smoke flies to the beautiful. Like I don't even know how to say it. How do you say it in English?
Don't
'Cause
ask me, man.
you know what I'm talking about though.
The
It's
sm-
like
no, I've
smoke follows the
I've
beautiful.
never
Like I don't
heard
even
that.
know.
I've never heard that saying.
You've never heard anything like that? It's just like, oh, if the smoke comes onto you, it means you're beautiful.
Nope. Let's find out. Let's look it up.
You don't know what
I've
I'm
never
talking
heard
about?
about that. I've never like heard that saying.
Yeah, they would say that "se presa la fust," which means like
The
the
snake
smoke goes onto
smoke.
the beautiful.
The saying "smoke follows beauty."
Yes,
Smoke
there you
follows
go,
beauty. Reddit comes in clutch.
dude. Reddit slaps.
Campfires and barbecues, my friend. Get smoke in their faces. Move to the other side and get it again. Smoke follows beauty. My dad used to say that in the '60s. Yeah, this is
Mm.
exactly what he's talking about. Anybody who gets smoke in their eyes or face, then moves to the other side and gets it again, says the smoke follows
Yes,
beauty.
dude. It did follow me though too. When I was on the beach that one night, frick. I guess I'm just beautiful.
Yeah, and
You know what I'm doing.
I know what you're doing, and I'm not doing it. I'm not.
You don't need to. You don't need to, but just make sure you have it. It's like it's right there for you.
Yeah, no. No, thank you.
Yeah, 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 yeah.
No,
yeah.
thank you. You mentioned
Oh.
Big Yawn.
Yeah,
This
what?
is
Yeah, big
that's
yawn,
horrible for people listening, but
big tired boy.
Big Yawn. I can barely move my arms. The gym has been kicking my ass.
Dude, big yawn things
Big
because
Yawn things, because
let me tell you,
big naps.
you work hard, you play even harder.
I know. My arms are killing me. Actually, my shoulders are. But you said you guys built. You had that. Did you have that house built, or did you guys build that house?
We built it, like us and our family. Like my dad got the plans for it from some other house that was in the area,
Okay.
maybe some other city like close by, because it definitely wasn't in the town that we were in.
Yeah.
Because the town that we were in was like 5,000 people. It was like a small little village type beat. And yeah, he got the plans, and then we started building it up. It had like a basement level, which was kind of like the movie theater and sauna. It had a jacuzzi and the pool. There was like this arc. There was this archway that like the pool went inside the house, but also it went outside the house as well. And then there was like a pool table, not a pool table, ping pong table.
Bing bong.
And then we had the entry level, the first floor, which had the spiral staircase. Like as soon as you walk through the door was a spiral staircase. Like it was like a half spiral. And it was the tower.
Interesting
There
spot
was this
for it.
tower. There was this tower that like went up as soon as you walked in. It was like this circular thing, and then it was kind of like the grand entrance spot thing. So anyways, I don't even
Main
know how
hall.
to describe it. The main, yeah. I'll see if I can find some pictures so you can put it up. And then like left of the door was like this huge room. Dude, honestly, these rooms were huge in this house. I don't even know how like this house was built so well. Like everything was held up together. There's a huge room to the left, and then the right was a garage, was just a smaller garage. We didn't have much in there. And then you go straight into like the living room. It was nice, open, wide space. Everything was super wide and open in this house. And then you have like these huge glass windows all along the back of the house. And then you have like glass, just everything glass basically around the house. And then you have like my parents' room, and then you had a bathroom to the right of the living room, and then like by the glass windows was like the fireplace in towards the back, on the right. And then if you were to turn to the left after you enter the living room, you'd see the kitchen. Kitchen was pretty big, had this nice big island in it. Like the middle island had this electric stove on it, and then you could fit like maybe 20 people around the whole thing. It was a huge island, yeah.
Y'all fancy.
And then we had like this balcony that ran across the whole entire house. So you'd go up this was a huge house.
Y'all fancy.
Dude, this was huge. And
you moved away from this house?
There's a lot of different reasons. There's a lot of different reasons.
Yeah.
But anyway, so along the side of the whole house was this balcony, and it was all like, what was I don't even know what stone it was made out of, but it was like this fancy Italian stone. It was like this tan colored stone. Travertine? I don't even know what. Travertine?
Travertine, is that a stone?
Travertine.
Is that like a tile?
Yeah.
Travertine.
It's a tile.
Yeah, it's a tile. Yeah.
It's a terrestrial sedimentary rock, but it's like a form of limestone. Anyways, but yeah, that was all over the house. The entire inside of the house, the entire balcony of the house, covered in that, all of it. And so then you go up to the second floor over the spiral staircase. Oh, and then mind you, the balcony, the part that was like over the sauna and like the pool part that was in the house was like this bigger balcony that could fit like a seating area and like a table, and we would have breakfast there occasionally. Well, a lot of the time. And then there was kind of like these, not rafters, but like some sort of like a wooden frame, and then people would jump off of that wooden frame into the pool below. And then so you go up to the second floor, then as soon as you go up, in front of you, you see this hole that allows you to see down to the first floor. Like you go up the stairs, then you go straight, and there's this hole in between each of the rooms. So there was 4 rooms, one for me, my 2 sisters,
like,
and then
you
my
mean
brother.
there was just an open area and the rooms went around it? So like there was no gap between the first and second floor over that bit. What you mean?
Yeah, but it was maybe a hole that was like, I don't know, 4 by 3 feet.
Yeah, this is a little open,
middle of our rooms.
Open area.
Yeah, and then you could like see down to like the TV and stuff like that. And it's funny because I haven't even thought about this house in so long, but I would say that this was when I was like 15 to 18, which was 11 years ago is when no. Okay, we moved into the house. Maybe we lived in there for a year, 2 years. I'm not sure. So it might have been like 10 years ago, maybe 9 years ago that I was living in this house. And so my room was nice. Like I had a little balcony for myself too. And then all along my ceiling, I had like LED strips. Yeah. Like I had a cutout, like this square cutout in my ceiling, and it had LED strips going along across it. And then I had the bathroom in there too. And then there was this part of the ceiling. They do this a lot in Europe where the ceiling is, it's a slant, not a drop ceiling, but it's a slanted ceiling. It goes with the roof. Yeah. It goes with the roof.
Yeah, drop ceiling. I think it's called drop ceiling.
So possibly, I'm not sure. So it has that, and yeah, and then I just had like a bed. I was very minimalistic at that point in my life too, to be honest. I had just a bed, and it was this bed that was like sort of a futon type thing where you'd have the bench, and then you could flip it out into a bed. And that's what I would sleep on and play guitar on and just chill on. And then my sister's room, we didn't really have much furniture, to be honest. Like this house was like, it was still in construction. Like, wow, because we didn't have light switches. We didn't have, certain things in the house. Like it was not complete, and we were living in it.
Yeah, I mean, I feel like a lot of
Like you
people
had
would
all
do that.
you had all yeah, you had all the windows and doors and all that stuff, and like,
It was secure.
but we just yeah, we just didn't
Just
have
wasn't
like light
practical.
switches and stuff. Yeah. So yeah, it was a cool. And then like my sisters had their rooms, and they had like their own little balcony too. And then my brother had his room. He didn't get a balcony. Like the whole right side of the house didn't have any
Yeah.
balcony.
Well, who knows
and
what he
then
would have done with the balcony?
he was so young.
I was gonna
was,
say
like,
he
4 or
didn't.
5.
He's not gonna need no balcony.
Yeah, he was 4 or 5. Like his room was nice though. It was a long ass room, dude. It literally ran across like the whole
side of the house.
the whole right
the whole
side
length of the
almost.
house.
It wasn't the whole length, but it was
Pretty close to it.
I would say his room was like 20 feet long. It was a long room. I might be off by a little bit, but but anyways, then also behind us was like this forest, so we had like a forest behind us, and actually behind that was our grandma's house. So we were literally a 3-minute walk to my grandma's house. It was so funny because we were just building in the street right over, and then there was another road, like, but it was covered with trees and stuff, like dead trees. If you would have just gone straight down that road, like continued from our road, you would have met up with my other grandma. So it's like everything was so close. Literally, you were only ever like a 10-minute walk from somebody's house.
I don't
Yeah.
need family coming to visit me that often.
Well, dude, we had so much
I
fun.
just
Like
dropped something.
all of our family was
Keep
right
talking.
there, and we would hang out with a bunch of people all the time. We'd have parties galore, and it was sick. It was fun. Yeah, a lot of fun things that happened there, and yeah, we also had this like grass field that was meant to be like a little soccer field out in the back, but we never converted it to it. And then also we had a volleyball net. Holy crap, dude! I'm just like remembering all these things. We had a volleyball net.
Just remembering how
Like-
rich you used to be.
But listen to this. We had a we had a volleyball net, and there was sand. There was the gray sand
Yeah.
that they use.
Yeah.
Like we had that, and then
Y'all were living
then-
in style over there.
bro, and then all around the house was like this hedge of trees. You know those like pointed trees that are like, how should I put this?
Like pines, like lone pines.
I
I like pine trees, probably.
they're
Are you typing in pointed trees?
yeah. I mean, they're just literally like hedge trees, like those
Yeah,
those hedge trees.
pine
that,
trees.
that everyone. They're the pointed
Yeah,
ones.
pine
They
trees.
literally
look like big tall cones.
yeah.
they're like
that's it.
like pine trees.
Yeah, we had like a bunch of those.
Things are all over
I'm
Vegas.
gonna see if I'm literally gonna see if I can look this up.
What, the address?
Yeah, our old house. I don't know if there are any. Bro,
Just go on-
this place was humongous.
I was gonna say, did they do Google Earth in Hungary?
Yeah, but there are like older pictures because we had posted the thing on like what is it, real estate kind of type vibe,
Oh,
like that type of a website. But then yeah, we also had, it was like it honestly looked like a Mediterranean house. Like it was like white and like travertine, and dude, this house slapped. And we also had a trampoline that we would jump off of into the pool. Yeah. But dude, my dad was like, so like he did not, the pool was always green, bro. It was bad. I'll send you photos of this thing because
throw them up.
I don't even know why I brought this up. Because I was talking about the
I
fireplace.
brought it up because you said after we built the house and then we had this and
Oh,
I
yeah,
went,
yeah,
you
yeah.
built the house. Huh, okay.
Mm-hmm.
I'm like, what do you mean, like you had it built?
Yeah, and the furniture, the funny thing is the furniture that was in this house, dude, let me just send you this link. Let me just show you.
Oh, you can see it.
Because, yeah, you can literally see this right now. Wait, how do I go back to chat?
You might have closed the thing if you didn't.
No, I got it.
Pop out.
Yeah. Dude, this place was sick. Did you get it?
Yeah, it's loading up. Oh, what the heck is this? Oh, it like stretched itself. There we go.
But do you see what I mean?
I see your gigantic ass front door. Oh, there's a balcony. Right over to the pool. Whose balcony was that? It's above the pool.
That was just the communal balcony.
Ooh, that's where I'd be jumping.
I think we all used it.
Oh, and are those the wood things you were talking about? It was jumping off of right above it.
Mm-hmm.
That's a lot of steps into that pool.
Right?
Cool.
Yeah, dude, this is kind of crazy.
See,
all these photos.
The house is cool, but at to a certain point, like, it's because it's so big, it looks so empty.
It was really
like
empty.
I could never live in a house like this because it's so empty. I need to fill it with stuff or get a smaller house to look not so empty.
I don't need a house like this. It's
Yeah.
so big. Did you already go through all the photos?
I'm at the kitchen right now.
Okay.
Oh, look.
How many freaking photos?
Some children watching TV. Oh, there's the ping pong room. It's like a freaking gym with a projector.
Oh, did we have a gym? Oh, I think we had like some gym equipment
there's
too.
a gym equipment down there, and there's like there's a
totally forgot
projector
about that.
screen.
Yeah, that was the
movie
movie theater.
theater's next to the gym. Wow, that's a big old backyard.
Yeah, you see that?
Yeah.
That was supposed to be like our soccer field.
It's no way. Price 129.00 million mil
Yeah,
per foot.
forint, which is like the
Oh, it's
what's it called?
because it's in another country.
Yeah, that's the.
I'm like
It's only like
million,
Bro.
This much million per foot of the house. Like that's a lot of money.
dude, it's only $439,000.
Oh, in dollars.
Mm-hmm.
Interesting.
Isn't that crazy?
Well, yeah. I mean, you know what else is crazy? I ordered that book, the making of book, from London. And
Making of what?
the Army of the Dead book that I showed you.
Oh yeah.
Right
Dude, this house was like
there.
5,700 square feet.
But that book,
But
was from London, so
yeah,
the dollar exchange is different. So the book
Yeah.
was like, I don't know, like because it's a signed version, it was like $50 here, and it was like $80 over there.
yeah.
And then shipping, because it was international, was $58 just for shipping. When I could have
What the
just ordered it off Amazon for 50 something bucks, I had to pay like 130 something for it or whatever,
Right.
which was annoying. But
Wait,
were the only
what?
place-
How much did you pay for this book?
100 something for it, because
What
the
in-
shipping was $58 because it's an international ship.
What does this book do? Does it
It's
what? Does it clean your brow after you've sweat?
It cleans it
From
gives
how hard
me,
you have
it
to
gives
work
me
to pay for
creative-
this?
Gives me creative knowledge, bro. I could make that much money back in like.
No, I know it's not
I
that
can
much.
make that back in like 3 hours on a day.
Whoa, okay. Exposing how much you make? $40 an hour?
No, I don't even think that's right.
Oh, you make more?
No, I'm trying to do the math. Yeah, like three and a half hours or so, something like that.
Mm-hmm. Dang. Exposing how much moolah this man makes.
Okay,
He's out here
bro,
making some bank.
You tell me how much you make from DoorDash every day.
Every day. I mean, it depends.
Like, bro, I made $80 this morning. I'm like, cool.
Yeah. I mean, okay, 3 hours for $80. That's decent.
Yeah.
It's pretty good.
It's like 20 something an hour or whatever, around there, 15.
Yeah, it's like 27 almost.
I don't know. How did we get on this topic?
What were we talking about?
I don't know.
I don't know.
Go ahead. This one's yours.
Welcome, everybody, to episode 6 of the What Were We Talking About podcast.
Is it 6? It is 6.
It is 6.
I forgot. That's why
track.
I gave it to you, because I forgot it was 6.
You forgot it was 6.
I'm like, are we on 5 or are we on 7? Or are we on 6?
I can't believe you. Anyways, excuse my co-host. He doesn't know what he's talking about. I'm just kidding.
None of us.
So,
neither
anyways,
of us do.
my name is Mark Krishan, and my beautiful co-host is Hunter Lopp. That's Lopp.
Yeah.
You know what I mean.
It's right. It's right there.
Yeah. So.
Oh wait, so it's not Mark Kryzan?
No. Yeah, bastard.
My whole life, I thought it was Kryzan.
Yeah, your whole life.
My whole life. The
entire life.
whole year it has been.
Yeah, we've known each other for like a year.
Yeah.
So, you wanna ask the question?
What question?
You know the question.
What question?
The question you have.
I don't have a question.
I think you do.
You have. Is it a question for you?
It's a question for me.
It's a question for you, because I'm like, I didn't tell you about any topics that I had. I have one that's a surprise.
Oh, do you?
Yes, but I'm gonna save it for the end.
I'll save it for
Save
the
it for
toward the
save it
yeah,
for
towards
more
the end.
towards the end till we get the usuals out of the way. But I was gonna like try and like segue it in when you were talking about building a house. But I didn't. We mentioned last week at the end the Mexico trip. Is that what you were referring to?
Yes,
Okay.
sir.
Okay. This is gonna be a lot of Mark talking this episode.
Well, I'll try and make it quick so we can get your.
Talk about what you want.
It is exciting though.
Yeah. So that's how you were able to do so well in the Mexico trip, building the house, because you built a gigantic house.
I didn't even lay a finger
on that other
on the
house.
First one. on the other one. I don't even think I touched it. No, I might have laid one brick. Who knows?
Yeah.
I was like 15 at the time, bro.
Bro, I've been working for my dad since I was 8.
Well, that's your dad.
I would have, if that was our house, I would have been like.
You would have been on the front lines.
On the front. It would just me, my dad, carrying everything. I would be like I'd be the carrier and tool getter. At that age,
Yeah.
That's what I was doing.
Zero hard work for me. It was kind of bad. Like,
hey,
I had to learn.
You were just using that time to fuel all of your creative juices for all that beautiful music you made. And that music video you showed me, was it of that house?
Which music video?
You showed me some really old one that you did. It was like at a mansion.
Probably not. No. That was a different one.
Okay. So go ahead.
No, I just went to like some random open houses, and me and my cousin.
That's so weird. You can just walk up to an empty house and be like, "Yeah, I'm gonna use this place."
Oh no! They didn't want us filming there.
Okay, cool.
But like,
so there were people there.
We did it so discreetly. Like, we made sure that nobody was watching.
Yeah. Yeah.
So, I guess I'll talk about the Mexico trip. Mexico.
You said you had stories, and I told you to save them.
I have stories, and I know you've been waiting to hear them. So let me tell you. So we take off from the church. It's like maybe 7:30 when we take off in the morning on Friday, this last Friday, and we go down to the border, and easy clap, just like super quick.
Besides all the people that were like dancing and doing tricks in the line.
No, that was on the way back.
Oh, okay.
Okay, so I'm gonna be providing footage as
well.
So if you're on the video,
please,
if you're watching the video,
please watch the VOD on this one especially, because there's some great footage of these people in the lines.
There's some great footage of that, but also like all the rest of the stuff that we talked about.
Yeah.
Like, we're gonna be providing pictures for all that stuff.
It's a very visual podcast. We said this from the beginning.
This is a very visual, especially for this episode. So we go down, we go through the border. As soon as you cross the border, bro, I'm telling you, as soon as you cross the border, it is a world of difference. Like, it is so different from everything you know here. Like, it is. Let me just put this like lightly. It is run down, my G. Nothing against Mexico. Love Mexico. That's obviously why I went to go help them out. But it was kind of sad because like everything was like all the houses were cobbled together. It was just like boards and pallets and like plastic and like just whatever you could find on the street. Like they were probably not finding stuff on the street putting it in their house, but
They
who
probably.
knows?
I
Who
mean,
knows?
they're pallets. They're finding pallets on the street. What are you talking about?
They probably are. But anyways, like they were just like piecemealing their houses together just with whatever they could find, like a lot of stuff. This was like right outside the border, like I think it was like Tijuana or Tecate, something around that area.
Tijuana.
I don't know it.
Right next to the border.
Yeah, it was literally right outside the border.
I'm in Tijuana.
It was maybe like 30 minutes, and yeah, so we went to the site and we went to a church that was like on the side of a hill,
Oh.
and it was that's like the church that we were partnering with. So like our church was partnering with their church, and
Yeah.
like they have a good relationship and they help people in the community like build houses, provide relief like for whatever, yada yada yada. And with this trip it was no different. We came to provide relief to a family in need, and it was really cool because it was like the grandma, the husband, the wife, and then their three kids that were all living in like this tiny little house. And we came and we built a house for them. So I'll run you through all that. And we show up at the church and we kind of like get this introduction. Okay, we got to go down and like go meet the family. But let me describe to you how the church looked. The church was, you go up this hill, but it's like stairs, and the stairs are made out of tires. They're made out of old tires filled with
yeah.
dirt.
Yeah.
And you'll see the picture or the video. And then you look out across everything, and you see mountains, and then just like all the little houses, and it's just so dry, and just everything is brown. And the church itself was actually kind of decent. It had nice little seats, and it had a stage, and it had like a TV where you could put the lyrics up for worship, and they had guitars and a drum set. They didn't use it; they just used like audio from a song, and they had like a little I don't know if it was a foosball table or a pool table in the back. They had some sort of thing in the back. I don't know. And anyway, so we go down from the church and we go to the house, and it was just this open little lot. It was this open little concrete like slab it was a foundation for the house. So we show up, and then all the lumber's there, all of whatever we needed to build the house was already there, and it was already like measured out. It was most of it was already measured out, and then like the layout was already figured out. Like we had some like construction people who knew what they were doing. Like it was maybe like 2 or 3 like leaders who were kind of directing us, like, okay, where do we put the things, and then how do we nail the things in, and how do we screw, because a lot of us like don't know what we're doing, but they came along and they helped us real easy, real quick. And this house, we got so much done on the first day. Like literally all 4 walls done first day. We had the front of the house done. Like we had the roof done. Like not all the way done. Like we had just like all the wood framework of the house done, and a lot of the drywall done. So we got a lot done in the first day. And then the next day, so after the first day of working, we go to the ranch. So we went to this thing called like Rancho La Paloma, and it was kind of this, I don't want to say resort, but it was this place that we went to where they had like, I guess like a dining hall, and then like rooms, like cabins, I guess. And we had bunks, and then so we ate some bomb ass food. It was so good. Like they had some fish tacos the first night with some like vegetable soup. It was like potatoes and carrots and celery, and it was just like hearty. It was hearty. It warmed your soul. So after a hard day's work, you come back to that food and you're just like, You know what I mean? And then we ate, and then we had like a time of worship that was really fun. And we also had like kind of not a debrief, but kind of a talk where we kind of went over like, oh, okay, what did we like about today? Like,
I like the nails and the hammer and using the
or
screwdriver.
do we have any like observations or any comments about today? And then what I had said was just like nobody complained, like everyone's doing a great job, and just keep up the good work. That's I had noticed, like it's so cool to see a group of people come together for a common goal and then accomplish it. Like we didn't finish the house in the first day, of course, but like we were all working towards the same thing, and there was such cohesion. Like nobody complained, everyone was happy, like there was always smiles on everybody's faces, like we were just laughing, having a good time, listening to music, and it was so fun. Honestly, I miss it. And then the next day it was a little bit different. So we had started on the roof, we were putting the shingles up, and I loved being on the roof. The roof was so fun.
Roofing's fun.
Yeah. Also, there was this cute girl.
To...
There was this cute girl there, so I was just like, I might have wanted to be next to her while I was working. That's besides the point. So yeah. After we started doing that, then it was just like, okay, we took a little break, and then they're like, hey, like we're gonna be doing haircuts for the kids.
Oh, and like we're gonna be giving you guys haircuts. I'm like, you're not touching my hair. I'm sorry.
So let me tell you why these kids were there. So there's these things called the Rangers, and they're basically like ROTC type vibe over there. Like that's what they were training the kids to do.
How old were these kids?
These kids were like maybe 10 years old, if that. Like they were like super young.
And they're doing ROTC?
It wasn't ROTC. It was basically just like, I don't even
like
know.
Boy Scouts?
Boy Scout, Girl Scout kind of type vibe.
Like
but it
Eagle
was
Scout, stuff like that?
something like that. But it was more like Army kind of vibes.
But just not super intensive as ROTC.
Yeah, no, but they were just teaching them valuable lessons and like teaching them how to light a fire and then giving them haircuts, teaching them boxing.
Yeah, that sounds like Eagle Scout, Boy Scout for us.
Yeah, probably.
Rangers. That's such a militaristic term.
So then they were just like, hey, we need we're gonna be giving the kids haircuts, and I was just like, I actually am kind of proficient in that. Like
You cut your hair, right?
Yeah, I cut my hair, cut my brother's hair, and let me step in and help the kids out. So soon as I got there, I was so nervous. I was like, frick, dude, how do I, because the guy next to me, the main dude who was like the pastor of the church and like ran the Rangers, yada, yada, yada. He was our main point of connection. And, he was doing fades and left and right. I was like, frick, how do I do a fade? I've never done a fade, like a proper one. So yeah, that's exactly how.
That's the motion. Is like you pulling up and pulling back. Yeah. It's really
basically
tedious.
Basically. So I didn't want to do like a skin fade because what he was doing was like he was carving out. He was starting
from zero, then going. Yeah.
Mm-hmm. So I was just like, I'm not doing that. I have the clipper guard on.
I'll give you. You want a 2? I'll give you 2.
Yeah. So the first kid's hair that I cut, that took a while because I was like still getting into it. I was still kind of nervous. I was like, I don't want to mess it up. And then the funny thing is after I'd cut his hair, as I was cutting the second kid's hair, I look over and the first kid's hair that I was cutting was in the other chair with the main guy, and he was getting his hair cut again.
He was fixing it.
Yeah. Well, it wasn't like it was so messed up. He was just getting like a skin fade.
Yeah. Like he was doing the rest that you couldn't do.
So yeah, and then I gave 2 other kids haircuts, and after that we kind of finished up the house. We did a bunch of mudding. So we were filling in all the gaps in the walls, all the screws where we put screws. We had to fill all those holes in. And then after that, we got back home. We had this like little time where we ate. I mean, oh man, it was so good. We moved all the tables outside and we ate. It was these freaking great tacos. And then we got ice cream. Okay. We got these like drumstick type ice cream cones. And there was, bless you, there was like vanilla, chocolate, and cookie. And I had no idea that I was getting the cookie flavor. I just reached into the box and I grabbed one. And it was like, galleta. What's galleta? I was like, wait, galleta means cookie. I was like, galleta means cookie. And it was this like Oreo type ice cream cone. So then we got a speech from the main guy who basically started all of this. His name was Hector, and then like his son Hector Jr. was actually with us at the construction site. He was helping us the whole time. He was like, amigo, amigo, and then
Shout out Hector.
yeah, shout out Hector.
Shout out Hector.
Hector Jr.
Hector Jr.
But like Hector Sr.'s story was so captivating. He was talking about how, that someone had provided him a house, and then like he wanted to work for the dude who did that, and he found him. He's like, I'll work for you for free. And then he got all these responsibilities. Like God just kept blessing them and blessing them with more opportunities to build more and more houses for more people. And it was just like getting so overwhelming. It was like thousands of houses being built up left and right. And just all these different teams, all these different people. And so, yeah, he grew over the years, and like he was able to just do this ministry and bless a bunch of people in this area, Baja area. And the ministry name was Baja Christian Ministries. Like that was the main like connect point that we had, like our church in Baja Christian Ministries. Our church is Rock Harbor. So then the third day, and then at the end of the second day, we had played like fishbowl. So, dude, freaking Dale with his ham bone.
Hamboning, hamboner, hambonist.
Dude, I told them about it, and they were, oh my gosh, it was so funny. Like, oh man, I was so tired when we were doing this. I couldn't play correctly. I was so bad at it. I was so bad. But anyways, next day we wake up for the last day, and I'm like sad. I'm like, it's already the end.
I have to go home.
Like the whole team. I honestly love the whole team. Like it was so fun. I had such a good time. I honestly wish I was there right now, because it was like everyone was just so friendly and so joyous, and they just had this love for life and this love for the people that we were building for, and they just had one mission in mind, is to build this house for this family and to bless them. And the funny thing is that in the process of trying to bless them with our hard work and like the house that they get, like we were so blessed as well. Like it was transcendental, It was something that's higher, It's something that you don't get from just trying to please people. It's like we weren't there to try and like please them. We were there for like a goal, for like we're helping change their lives. It wasn't just to have a good time. It was to do something that impacted them, not only just them, but the community around them, and then generations to come. Like this will ripple out. The ripple effect from this will be so great, I believe, that we're gonna see more and more people like coming to God because of what He provided. So then the third day, this was, like I said, it was super sad, but we finished up sanding the house, like the insides, the walls. We got all the stuff like sanded out and flush, and it was super messy, dude. Like Dale, he was covered super white, just like everything head to toe.
Sanding,
white.
Sanding mud and drywall sucks.
Yeah.
Did you guys have masks for all the dust?
Yeah, of course we had masks, and then we had eye protection as well. So then after that, we wrapped everything up. We kind of packed up, and we gave the house away to the family, and it was just so cool to see. We prayed over it, and
did they have a bus?
I prayed.
Did somebody else?
No, we didn't. We didn't move that bus. We didn't move that bus. Yeah. Oh. Also, all the roads dirt. All of the roads were dirt. Like, if it wasn't a main road, it was dirt. Yeah. Like if it wasn't, So, so we give the house away, and emotional. Like, it's so emotional. Everyone is. There's just this thing in the atmosphere that you can't explain. It's just this joy. It's this realization that it's like, wow, like God is moving, and so anyways, we wrap up and we go get some tacos before we cross the border, and then we go to the border, and okay, so Dale, he had said he'd spent like 6 hours there last time, and we were expecting to do at least 2 hours. But we got over in 30 minutes. We got over super quick. And in the line where there was just like a bunch of eclectic
The people that were waiting 6 hours.
No.
No,
People
or just
who were like running businesses.
Oh,
They were
in
like
the
running
lines.
businesses.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, these like Mexican people who were,
Yeah.
they had set up shops, like little carts, and then they were like selling mugs and like
Bro, the fruit carts.
little knickknacks, and then selling food and then churros.
Yeah.
We meant to get churros. But we never got the churros.
Bro, if I would have got out of the car, I'm like, y'all, I'll catch up with you.
So, and then at the end of the borderline, there were like these street dancers like doing flips and then like breakdancing and stuff like that. And there was this dude who was blowing fire. He was literally blowing fire in the border line.
Circus.
Like to cross the border. That's so crazy. And then yeah, dude, and then we crossed, and literally as soon as you crossed, things changed completely again. It was such a shock. It was so crazy because it was green, it was lush, it was nice. Like you could see that the buildings were actually like well put together.
Complete.
Yeah. And then we get back home, we get back to the church, we wrap everything up, we say bye, and then I met you at church, and then we stayed for the service, and then we ride around in your car. Yeah.
Yes, we did.
Yeah.
Took a couple
Explain to the people at home.
Explain to the people that everybody wanted to ride in my car, so we took a couple laps down the street, and it was a full car. We had a full six group in there.
Yeah, but you're missing like the most important part is what kind of car you have and how it sounds.
These people
and how
know
it runs.
this car. We've talked about it before.
I know, but like
I guess I never brought up the fact up that it's now running or whatever, but I don't know. I mean, people know it's a 70 Chevelle. But here.
Explain to me how it sounds.
I'm not going to explain to you how it sounds. I'm just going to put in a sound. I'll go start my car for you, and I'll put a little audio snippet of the Stokey motor right here. And how it sounds.
Go record a clip of it.
And people will listen now.
Ooh, wow. I like the frequencies in that. Like the harmonics. I like the tones.
And that's that.
Oh my gosh.
Well, because we went around once. We went down the street and then came back. And then we saw Hannah and Julia, and then we did another lap.
Yeah, we picked up the girls.
Yeah, we did another lap. And then, yeah, that was that.
Dude, when Julia walked up, I was just like, oh, she's like well put together. I'm just like, hey, Julia, you're looking hot.
I know, you just said.
But,
we pull up like a group of like hooligans. It was me and Harper in the front, and then you and Jack in the back. And we like pull up like a bunch of hooligans. We loop around the other side of the street to get next to, so we're not in the middle of the street. We pull up, and I turn on the dome light in the car, and everyone just says hello. And then you go, "Hey Julia, you looking hot." And then they don't even recognize us at this point, and they're like, "Oh hi."
No. They recognized us at first. Like I was just like, we were just like, yo, and then they came up to the car, and then I said, hey Julia, you're looking hot, and then I was just like, as a friend, got him.
Yeah.
It was but she was appreciative of the comment.
It was a fun time.
Of the compliment.
Fun time. I haven't had that many people in that car before, so.
Yeah, it was a full house.
It was a full car.
6 people.
6 people. Lovely bench seat.
Dude, the bench seats are sick.
Bench seats going away.
I'm gonna miss it.
No.
You're just gonna get regular seats?
They're bucket seats, and then it'll have a shifter and the center console in the middle, instead of it being on the stupid steering wheel.
That's low key lame.
That's not low key lame because that's how it's supposed. That's how it needs to be.
That's how you want it.
That's how I want it. Yeah.
Dang, bro. I don't know. I guess I'm just a sucker for the bench.
I love the bench seat, but not for that.
Are you gonna keep them?
Yeah, we'll keep everything. We have everything that we've already taken out. It's just in storage. But, yeah. I love the bench seat. It's just I don't love it for that car.
Yeah.
Like my dad has a Suburban.
Mm-hmm.
If you know it.
Put the bench seats in there.
No, he has a Suburban. It's a 9-seater. Has 3 benches in it.
Really? What kind of car is it?
It's a Chevy. I don't know what year it is. 63.
63?
Yeah.
Oh.
Yeah, 1963 Suburban.
Yo, that's crazy.
It's if you just look at the blue one, the white top, if you just type in 1963 Suburban, that's GM's. That's a GMC. I need to type in Chevy.
Really
I need to type in Chevy Suburban.
nice.
That
pretty
looks
cool, though.
just like it right there. That picture. I'll throw it up for everybody. But it has like 3 benches in it, and it's really big. But it only has 3 doors. It's got the driver door, the passenger door, and then on the right side, the back passenger door. There's no.
That's weird.
I know, right? It
That's
only has
interesting.
3
Why
doors.
would they only put 3?
I don't know.
That's an odd
I haven't
number.
even asked him why they did that. But yeah, that thing's cool.
Mm.
Like I'd like a bench seat for that. That's cool. It's more fitting. But
Yeah.
or the truck. He has an older Chevy truck too. That's got a bench in the front, but it's only the front cab. There's no back. So
Yeah.
yeah, suburban. Old cars cool. Old cars cool. Bench seats. You don't see bench seats anymore, which I'm sad about. But
I think it's safer to not have them.
well, actually, no. There's bench seats in work trucks. A lot of times the center console in the middle can fold up to be a third seat.
Yeah.
In work trucks
100%.
if they don't have a cab and just the front. But yeah, that's that. So
Yeah.
I think it's time for our annual gaming update.
Oh, what was the question you were gonna ask? Because you were gonna surprise me.
No, it's not. After.
After.
Yes, after.
Oh. We still gotta talk about GTA.
Yes, that's what I'm saying. After,
Yay.
at the end, we'll finish with it. And it's not a question.
Oh.
You'll see. You'll see.
You're paying me $100.
In GTA money, sure, I could give you that pretty easily. But you finally got GTA. You finally got in.
You're buying me my computer.
No, I'll help you build your
Thank
computer.
you so much. I thank you so much. I knew you were my friend. I knew you were gonna come through. I knew you would provide. Just kidding. Wait, where are you going?
I'm going to hide until you buy the computer. I'll help you
Dude,
build it, man. I'll help you build it. I'll
Yeah.
help you get parts, but that's your prerogative.
Oh yeah. I mean, finally, I got my freaking phone, dude.
Yeah.
Took me long enough. The next thing on the buy list is the computer.
Yes, sir. And then you can run GTA better and not lag about like you were in that car.
It's not that bad. It's not.
It
that
was
bad.
on my end. It was really bad when you were driving. Only at the end though. But you finally got GTA, and you finally played. We played a decent amount this time.
Yeah, I know.
Because we
like
got
the first
on
time that we
first
played.
time we got on, like, all right, cool. Time to sit down and play. It's like 8:00 at night. All right, cool. Let's get on.
It was way later.
Was it later than that? Oh, it was like 10 or something, wasn't it?
It was like 10 something.
Yeah. We thought it was gonna be around 8.
Dude, I was so exhausted that night. I was literally, I thought
I
I
know,
was
because
dying.
you were like mumbling in your mic. It's like, all right, where do I go? How do I
Well,
get my
okay,
how do I
dude,
get my apartment?
I had to mumble because it was so late.
Yeah, but I could
'cause
just tell you
the
sounded
family's
just
asleep.
tired.
Yeah, it really was.
But so you wanna introduce your first experience with GTA Online?
Sure. GTA. Okay. Basically, I'm literally just booting up the game. Like, I go online after finishing the first little story part, and then this one guy, I'm just standing there, like,
Actually, no, first I'm gonna put your character right here. We'll get a cool picture of our characters. I wonder if you can guess which one's Mark.
You can definitely guess which
you
one's
can
mine.
guess who's who, and then
It's
you
the
log
dashing
and then
young
you
lad.
log on. I pull up to you, and then what happens?
Okay, so I'm just standing out in the starting area. Like, I just logged in onto online. I'm nowhere, really.
On the side of the road.
On the side of the road, this one guy just pulls up to me. He honks at me a couple times. I get in his car, not knowing, like, anything about the game.
What you do?
Like I played GTA before, of course, but I've never played GTA 5 online. Like, I played San Andreas, I played Vice City, like all that, but that was back in the day. That was different.
Wow.
So I get in this guy's car, and he starts just ramming into things, just ramming people over, like it. But at first, we're just like going for a nice little drive, you know. But then things start getting dicey. I get out of his car because the thing is the police are chasing after him. So I'm just like, F this.
Well,
I'm
they
leaving.
already
I'm
were
going.
chasing after you at that point because you're in the car.
Well, yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
The police were chasing after both of us. So I'm like, I'm getting out of this car. I gotta go. I have other things to do. Like the way that my bank account is set up, I got the checkings and the savings. I gotta go. Like
Takes one of the 3 business days.
yeah, exactly. So I wasn't able to pay the cab fare, so I just got out.
Fair.
And basically he runs me over. He starts killing me now. Like no. I think I got killed by the police.
Well,
Yeah.
probably,
I got killed by the police. And then
them.
this guy finds me. This guy finds me and starts running me over and shooting me. Like 5 separate times. And the thing is, Hunter's there trying to help me out too.
I was watching in the wings. I pull up to you, and then I see you get out of the car, and then you die. And then I just see on the bottom it says you die again. And then you're just trying to fight this guy. I'm like, he has no weapons. He can't do anything. So I just lob a grenade from the grenade line, and I just blow his car up at the gas station, which makes a huge explosion. And then he left, though. So
Yeah.
I think I put him in his place.
That was a fun little, start to my GTA experience.
And we get in my car, and then you get your apartment, and that's like all we did.
Yeah, and for the first,
Just
day.
drove around. Got you used
But then
to
the
the
second
mechanics.
day.
The second day, about an hour before this recording,
Yeah.
I got the first heist set up. So we did that. And then when I log on this time, the first time, I log on and I'm immediately killed.
Oh yeah.
I
Dude,
get railed by this dude. I
One-on-one
leave
deathmatch.
my apartment. I request my car from my mechanic. I get in my car and I blow up out of
Mhm.
nowhere. And then I'm like, oh,
This
dude,
one
and this
guy.
dude killed me. I'm like, all right, whatever. I'm just gonna go get the heist set up or whatever.
This guy named Rick Hatman.
I don't remember. I was too pissed
Yeah.
off.
I remember.
We're calling you out. If anybody knows.
We're calling you out, brother. If you're around, we're gonna get you.
Yeah. And then I didn't even accept the death match, and he just started one with me. And when you start a death match, you can't do anything until it's over. Like you can't accept any jobs, you can't go in, you can't enter an apartment, you can't do anything until like the 5 minutes are up or whatever. So
it's 5 minutes, yeah.
it's like I think it's a 5-minute timer or whatever, first one to 5 or a 5-minute timer. So I just ended up shooting this dude in the street, and he would.
I came to help.
Yeah, I could see him like down the road, and I'd get out my rifle and I'd just pick at him. I'd shoot his tires out, and he'd flail off. And then he would
I ran him over.
he would walk up to me, and then you come barreling down the street, and you slam into him, and then he immediately gets up and kills you.
Yes.
And then
immediately.
I just ran out the clock on the death match, and I got him, but.
And then dude, then there was this tank in the road, just in
Oh,
the
yeah,
middle of the
I
road.
went to go get it set up, and you're like, "There's a tank here. What do I do with it?" I'm like,
Yeah.
"Just get in it."
Yeah, I just got in the tank. It was this futuristic looking tank, and I just started going around just shooting everything.
Yeah.
I shot a bus. I shot a freaking van. I shot cars. I shot people, whatever it was. I shot this one guy standing on. Oh, Rick Hatman was standing on the side of the road. I shot him
Blew
with the
him
tank.
to pieces.
I shot him with the
Blew
tank.
him to pieces.
Yeah, so that was fun.
Yeah.
And then I got freaking restricted from being in the tank.
Well, yeah,
He was
because
just
it was
like-
someone else's personal vehicle, so they lock you out.
Yeah.
It might have been Rick Hatman's
No, I doubt it.
or
he
whoever
would've
else.
been
No,
using
there
it
was
to
someone
kill
else
you.
over there too, in like their sporty Mini Cooper, just skirting around.
Yeah, he was skirting
That
around,
thing is
dude. I don't
fast.
even
That
know.
thing is cool.
It was like Umutstruk. Like, I don't even freaking know what his name was.
People have weird names.
Yeah, I don't know why. I mean, it's just as weird as freaking Goodwill Hunter or Landumante.
Yeah, but at least mine is like an English thing, and yours is
Yeah, yours actually makes sense.
yeah, and mine's like
Like
a
in the-
reference to a movie.
Yeah, yours is probably the only one that's actually normal.
Out of everybody,
Um,
yeah.
So then what else did we
We
do?
did the heist. We did the first heist. We did the Fleeka heist. It's probably the easiest
Okay,
heist ever.
So explain to them what we were doing on the roof.
Oh, when we did the stunt jumps.
on the roof.
I'm like,
No.
on the
Before
roof.
that, when we were getting the car, the getaway car.
Oh, right. Yeah, so I was like, all right, setup. We got to steal a car. All right, let's go to the top of this roof where this gang is. We're going to steal their car. So we go to steal it. All right, take cover. We're gonna pick them off from far away with our marksman rifles or whatever. All right, pick them off. And then all of a sudden, I just hear, ah! And then the mission failed. Because you died.
Mhm. Yeah.
He's like, I'm being hurt. I'm being hurt. I'm like, get behind cover. How do I do that?
I have like 1 health left.
Yeah. So we restart, and then once again, I'm just scoped up in the corner with my rifle, picking people off, and then I see. I'm scoped up, so all I see is my scope.
Yes.
A little tiny circle on the screen. Everything else is blacked out and covered. And I see Mark running across the parking garage
Yes.
in front of me, and then he drops dead. And all I hear before that is, I'm getting closer. And then just pop, dead. I'm like,
that's so
maybe
bad.
don't run out into the open when there's about 40 people on the other side of that.
Yes, there
And
were
then the
so
third,
many.
I think we did it the third time. No, the third
No,
time.
it was like 5 times. I died like
I
5
think it was
times.
4. Because the third time, you go up ahead to the other car that I was behind. And
Oh,
you go
yeah.
up to the car, and you're like, I'm going to get closer. You got closer. I don't know why you got closer. They were right on the other side of the car. And then,
Yes.
and I'm scoped up again, and I take cover, and I see an explosion happen. And Mark commits suicide. He's like, oh, frick. I put on my grenade launcher. So you just shot the car in front of you, and you blew up. And I think that was the last time.
I had the assault rifle. I had the little.
Your compact,
I had
whatever.
it pulled out,
Yeah.
and then for whatever reason, I had the grenade launcher the next second.
So you just
So I was like,
banged
what the heck
car.
happened? I was like, what?
And then your body goes flailing, which was fun to watch. And then the third time you got it, because you're like, maybe I should just stay back and cover and shoot from far away.
The last time, because I figured it out.
You figured out the cover.
And then you killed like 20 of
I
the
got 20, and then you got like
people.
4.
Maybe, if that.
Bro, so many hours of playing Doom has made every other shooter easy.
I'm so bad at FPSs.
But-
like anything that's like FPS type.
Yeah,
I'm so
I
bad.
mean, if you use a controller, there's like auto aim.
So that's probably why you're so good.
No, because I'm using my mouse and keyboard. I only use the controller for driving. I only use controller for driving.
Oh, I
Because
see.
it's easier to drive.
That's why you're so good at driving, though.
Yeah, because it's a lot easier. No, I played all of
Yeah.
Cyberpunk with keyboard and mouse. Because the controller wouldn't work with it. But
I heard that game is still so buggy.
I had no problems with it. It was completely fine for me.
Really?
Nothing.
Interesting.
I would run into the occasional bug like any other player would on any other game.
Oh, dude, remember like when we were leaving the bank in GTA?
Yeah, and you wouldn't get in the car. I'm like,
Dude,
all right, get in the car. Opens the door.
There was like
you freeze.
There was 20 cops. And I
that's
couldn't get in the car.
Is because it's like, all right, cops aren't here yet. I'm handling the hostages. You're drilling in the back or whatever. And
Yeah.
like, all right, got the money, got the box or whatever. Go out to the car. I run outside, and when I run outside, there are like 2 streets on both sides. There's like the main highway, and then there's 2 streets that turn off. I walk outside. I look both ways, and like a flood of cops just rush in from both sides. Like, there's no way. And like they spawn them in like that on purpose. Because even
they got to the car so quickly.
they just pulled up and I got in on the passenger side and I scooted over, and then you go to get in. I'm like, okay, he opened the door. He's halfway in. So I start going, because usually you can go.
You start going. I was like,
Well, that's
wait.
because usually you can go before they fully get in the car, because the animation will still happen and they'll still get in.
Yeah.
But you froze halfway through that animation.
I did.
And then
I was like, what the heck?
And then it happened again, and then we got in, and we got carried away by the magnet. No, and then I
No,
flew
no,
off
no,
the
no.
edge of the
That's
cliff.
what I wanted. Yes. Dude, he was just like, oh, I'm going to make this. I'm going to go this way. Goes off the cliff and then goes like almost into the ocean. And then he's just like, no, I got this. Backs up, and then goes under the bridge, and then starts going on like the mountain range, going across like all the hills, just like jumping over things, like hurtling down the hill.
Every time I would
finally
crest a hill, you'd go, but I'd land it.
Yeah. And then we finally get back onto the road, and then we get under the magnet, and then we get flown
And
away.
get flown away. And we made a quick buck, pretty easy buck. The only thing is the other heists after this require 4 people. So
okay. So
either we
gotta
can
work with
maybe we can
others.
rope in. I don't know if I know George plays games. I don't know if he plays GTA though.
Maybe.
we can rope in George, and I know Kevin doesn't play anything.
No. Kevin would.
yeah.
He wouldn't be.
I mean,
able
you
to figure it
the
out.
buddy that you're gonna play Valorant with, maybe he's got GTA.
Oh, maybe Noah.
Maybe he's
yeah,
got
maybe
he's
I could.
got GTA or something.
Maybe.
Because that's better than
to be
working with
honest.
randos. Because you work with randos, they're like, it's annoying because you can't really talk to them. It sucks.
Yeah.
I've
Hey,
definitely
do you have
done it
mic?
before.
Do you have mic?
Hey, you got
Hello?
mic, bro? Like I've done it
Hello?
before, but like some people are just rude.
I'm moving in. I'm drilling.
Yeah,
I'm hacking.
it's annoying, but
Pog. I got him.
pog. I'll get you instead of starting the next heist next time, maybe we'll do some races,
Well, we
get
gotta
you
go
in the
get the jet.
drive. Oh
We gotta
yeah,
go get the
I'll
jet,
get you
bro.
to break in the military base. And then maybe I'll get you introduced to some races, the stunt races. Those are really fun.
Yeah.
And then we'll do some motorcycle club stuff, some enterprise stuff, some wacky vehicle stuff.
Yeah.
Yeah, we'll do that.
So
I'm gonna sneeze
it's
again.
about that time.
It's about that time, but I kind of want to keep going
Yeah.
with this surprise. I had an idea for.
Yeah. That's what I'm saying. Is like
Yes.
speak about that.
Speak about
I
it.
don't know.
This is an impromptu music surprise review.
What?
This is not a full album. Don't worry, we don't have the time for that.
Right. Okay. So
But
it's just a song.
I was listening to my music in my car, and I'm like, huh. Mark has probably heard of this person. I hope he has, but I've never heard his
Okay.
thoughts on this person.
Interesting.
So I thought maybe a couple songs,
Mm-hmm.
and then just chat about it. And I'm sure you've probably heard of this person already. So
Okay.
Jimi Hendrix.
Oh yeah.
Yes.
Of course I've heard
yes.
of Jimmy.
Yes, I know you've heard of Jimmy, but we've never talked about Jimmy.
All right. What song? What are we
So
looking at?
I have a couple that I think would be good to go with. There are too many to actually go through right now, but I feel like I'm going to sneeze. So out of the options, one of them, I'm not giving you an option. You're going to listen to that one. We
All right.
have, out of the options I think we could go over, is Purple Haze,
Of course.
Watchtower, All Along the
Uh,
Watchtower.
Okay.
Okay, so it sounds like you haven't heard that one as much. Maybe we'll do that one.
I really don't know too
Don't
much,
know much.
Jimmy.
Okay, there's Hey Joe. No Hey Joe.
Okay. I probably have heard
Probably
it.
have heard it. And then there's Voodoo Child, which is one name. It's Voodoo Child.
Because the thing is, I don't really listen to Jimmy. I know. What? Did you just
I
sneeze,
just
or-
sneezed. Yes.
Oh, bless you. I wasn't sure if that was a sneeze.
Yeah, it was a sneeze. It was a big one. Ooh, I was
What was
waiting
the last
for it.
one?
Voodoo Child.
A Voodoo Child. Okay.
Yeah. And then if you want to hear it, his version of Star Spangled Banner is pretty cool.
All right.
So that I think that's a good 4 yeah, good 4.
I mean, this will take like 20 minutes.
I'm not saying listen to each one and talk about each one. I'm thinking listen to all of them, or listen to. Well, you've heard Purple Haze, so we can knock Purple Haze out. I'd rather do ones that you're not so familiar with.
Right.
So, Hey Joe, Watchtower, and then Voodoo Child, and then if you want to hear it, his Star Spangled Banner, which is pretty much just a gigantic solo.
Right.
Those 4. We'd listen to them, and then we'll come back, and then you can talk about all 4 of them, whichever you like,
All right.
of what bits of each you like, instead of going so slow, because it's not like we're doing a full thing on this anyway.
Yeah.
Yeah. So,
Hey. Wanya. Oh, it's Theo.
so
All right. So.
we will start. I guess it doesn't matter because you guys will not be hearing this bit. So we will be back after we've listened
We
to
will
these
be
4
back.
songs.
Just keep recording though.
Yeah. We'll keep it going. And we will see you all in a minute.
All right. Well, that's Jimi Hendrix right there.
Freaking Woodstock.
Jimi Hendrix is insane, dude. Like, I don't even know. I don't even know what to say. But, yeah, fun fact about Jimi Hendrix is that... Oh, you're pulling that up. Okay. Nice. He's got the album. He's got the vinyl. Boom. The experience. Wow. The insides.
It's all out of
Lyrics.
focus. There it is.
Lyrics and pictures.
Lyrics and pictures of the beautiful man. and the members. Bro, his drummer's insane too.
Dude, the drumming was insane.
I think it's
like the guitar playing, the panning left and right, the vocals, I mean, it was honestly like a psychedelic experience. I mean, that's how.
Yeah, well, that's, dude. Purple Haze is. There's your psychedelic.
Mm-hmm.
But
yeah, the cool thing about Jimi Hendrix is like it reminded me a lot of John Frusciante.
Yeah.
And because the thing is, Frusciante took a lot of his inspiration from Hendrix. So it's like from Hendrix to Frusciante to me, because I'm inspired by Frusciante. So
Monte.
Landu Monte, John Frusciante.
Look at him. Look at there he is. There he is in the reflection. Look at him go.
Beautiful baby boy. Heck yeah. But yeah, I need to go eat dinner.
You need to go eat dinner.
That was a fun little
a little snippet of music time.
Yes. Jimi Hendrix is absolutely insane.
Out of the ones you've heard, which one did you enjoy the most?
I honestly think I enjoyed.
You were vibing a Watchtower pretty well.
Watchtower was super sick. I want to say I liked Watchtower.
Yeah. That's usually most people's consensus.
Yeah. Voodoo was super cool too. I didn't really pay too much attention to it. It was kind of a long song. And I was
it's like a jam sesh. Well, it's a jam sesh. It's not like a. I don't consider it like an actual song.
Out of the ones we listened to, Watchtower is definitely like the most well put together.
Yeah.
But yeah, Jimmy's cool. Not really the type of stuff I listen to nowadays, but back in the day, younger me would like be into this stuff.
Yeah.
I can appreciate it for what it is though. Yeah. Like the artistry and the creativity that just flows.
The craziness.
Yeah.
Bro.
Cool.
I wish I could play with my teeth.
Yeah. I would rather not. That doesn't seem pleasant at all.
It was a party trick.
Yeah. You wanna close this out?
Yeah, sure. I'll take it. I'll take this one. But yeah. Thank you everybody for listening, for watching, wherever you are, whatever you're doing, whatever you're doing it with, or whoever you're doing it for.
Whoa.
That
you're doing it with.
I know that flew out of my mouth. I said that backwards. Whatever you're doing. What was it?
I know what
whatever you're doing. Whoever you're with.
Mm-hmm.
Or wherever you are. Is what I meant to say.
Sure.
But, anyways, thank you all so much. Make sure to hit the follow button on any whatever streaming platform you're listening to. We're here weekly.
Hit subscribe on the YouTube.
Subscribe on the YouTube.
Hit like.
See our beautiful faces once a week on Fridays. Or listen to our beautiful voices once a week on Fridays. We'll always be here.
Listen. Look. We're going to be here. This is week 6, okay?
Week 6.
Consistency, okay?
We're not burnt out yet. We're not canceled yet.
We had a dream. We had a dream to start a podcast, and we did it. We're doing it.
It was a dream. It was a conversation. But yes,
it was a conversation.
We're not turning this outro into a really long tangent again like we usually do.
Yeah, we're cutting it off.
Mark has to go eat dinner, and I'm sweating in my room. I need a shower.
It's hot.
So, we're going to say
Girl Scout.
Good evening, good morning, and good night.
Love you, bye.
Goodbye. See you next week.